universe for optimal continuous function. It was created by a designer and builder, just like I tried to make it clear this morning, that cars and automotive plants don't just happen. People work to build them, and so a designer has to work on that. And who seeks to inform his children how we can live and properly take care of what he's given to us and govern it according to his laws. So the universe, the solar system, the galaxy, the planet, the person, each has an origin, and you're made up of all these little components. And that's what we need to remember at all times. The Milky Way galaxy, estimated diameter about 80,000 to 100,000 light years. Yeah, that's big. That's bigger than your house, okay? Light years, and a light year is about 6, excuse me, with 17 zeros behind it, miles. Yeah, light year, which is about that many miles. So if you talk about 80,000 to 100,000 light years, you're talking big miles. So the distance from the sun to the center of our galaxy is estimated to be about 26,000 light years. And we're going to talk light years because this number is so big. 26,000 light years. Now here's why I want you to underscore the belief in the Bible. Because we like that text, I am the Lord, I change not, therefore your sons of Jacob are not consumed. Now, the good news about science is they change, and I see your hand is up. Oh, your hand is up, okay. Well, the good news about science is they change because they find out better information. Look at this. Older estimates put our parent star, that's our sun, as far as 35,000 light years from the center bulge of the galaxy. That's a 35% change. That's more than a third. So as scientists learn to how to measure things better, they come up with different numbers. Just like I said this morning, when I was a child in school, this popular teaching was either the universe evolved over many years, or the popular teaching was it's always been here. And that was Einstein's problem. He didn't accept the fact that the universe had not always been here. And now scientists who have studied this thing have concluded the universe was created, and it was created very quickly, in an instant of time is what we call it. Okay, so we've talked about how scientists change their minds as their measurement either gets better or they find out it was wrong in the first place. Okay, so here we have something that might interest you. Where are you on this map? Well, you are here, out here in the Orion arm. So those of you who expect to see some special person coming to take you back with him, and you've been told he might show up through the constellation Orion, this did not come from a celebrated in his book, okay? This came from the worldly scientists. They tell us we're out here in the Orion arm, way out here. He's the center of the galaxy. And I've already told you how far this distance is. And here's some other things. The galactic core you recognize. Anything else of great interest here? Well, the outer arm is number 7, which is way out here. And it looks like a hurricane spinning. And I see this is why presentations get long, because it looks like a hurricane spinning. And you know, everything that we look at, from the electron to the atom, to the molecule, to the planet that we're all now spinning, to the solar system moving around the galaxy, and the galaxy looks like a hurricane spinning. So I don't know why the things that God seems to put around going fast, spinning around, but they do. So you might want to say they all might have come from the same creative mind. They spin, and I can't explain why. I certainly don't know why the electron spins. It gives me pretty much a headache, but it does spin. Okay, so the orbital speed of the solar system around the galaxy is about 217 kilometers per second. So you're going pretty fast. This is faster than that car was going at the Ontario Provincial Police stop We happened to see it. It wasn't us, okay? Right, goes, I wonder why they don't get you. It's because I try to stay within a certain mercy limit of the law. So you see that, and I point out here 1 light year is about 6 trillion miles. So, and that's because the speed of light goes that fast and that many miles. But basically, we're zooming around the galaxy, and that's one of the reasons why, because we move. And this is one of the reasons why we are allowed to measure things. If we were static, if we stayed in one position, it would be very hard to find out where we are because we're always one place all the time. But because we move, we're able to measure where we are and how fast we're going. And we may not always be correct, but that's how it. I'll say this is an artist's conception of the Milky Way. Taking dark matter into account, it results in an approximately 20-fold increase in the mass of the Milky Way. So what scientists first estimated as the mass of the Milky Way turns out to be off by 95%, because about 95% of the matter can't be seen. That is, it doesn't emit light. And so it's not a great mystery. It's just that now we find out that it's not, and I already showed that and talked about it. So that's what Psalms number 8 says, and I think we covered that this morning. How excellent is thy name in all the earth. Thou set thy glory above the heavens. And when I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and stars which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? Here's a little picture of Orion, and it's a drawing, obviously. The largest star in Orion is this one here, Betelgeuse. I don't know how it got that name, but some of you probably know more than I do about this stuff. Betelgeuse is 429 light years away, and that's current measurements, it can change. And the Orion Nebula is about 1,500 light years away. So that's the Orion Nebula right there. But you want to ask, well, how far is the Orion? I see your hand. Oh, you know, okay. You might have to.
It looks like a man.
Yes, thank you. A big, strong hunter. And that's how I guess how the Greeks got the idea of this hunter is bringing home something he shot or whatever. But, yeah. I guess that's how it's got its name. But, and this is the belt buckle of Orion somewhere here. But here the scientists named this the Orion Nebula. And that's about 1,500 light years away. Now somebody might ask, well, how far is the whole Orion constellation away? Well, these stars are not in the same plane. They're different locations. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them are very, very far away, and some are very close. Betelgeuse is of great interest to us because it's a very large star. Betelgeuse may be nearing the end of its life as a red supergiant. The bright, bloated star is about 15 to 20 times more massive than our sun. And if it was in the position of our sun, if Betelgeuse was where our sun is, I think I have too many tricks. If Betelgeuse were where our sun is located, and our sun, by the way, this is the order of the planets, the relative order and size. It starts at Mercury and goes from Mercury to Venus, and Earth has its moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. So if Betelgeuse were down here in our solar system, right there, the arrow points to planet Earth with its moon going around it. Now watch this. That's Earth and moon, okay? And of course I've got Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter shown there. And that would be Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse would occupy that orbit, the Earth would be gone, Mars, Venus, so it would come all the way out to Jupiter. So if you want to roast anything, you save it till it's just for Betelgeuse. So that's the big, and our star is big enough. Now let me just stop here and say, or maybe I won't stop, I'll just add that I attended a seminar once on the life cycle of massive stars. It was called The Life and Death of Massive Stars. Betelgeuse is a massive star. It turns out that